Let me ask you something. You can trust God completely, but your body still feels tense, anxious, overwhelmed. That doesn't mean that your faith is weak. You pray, you read scripture, but you're still having a hard time falling into deep sleep at night. You toss and you turn. That doesn't mean that you don't trust God completely. It doesn't mean that your faith is weak. Sometimes you wonder, if I really trust God, then why don't I just automatically feel calm? Why don't I just stop worrying? Why don't I just stop being anxious? Well, let me try to solve that. This is where many high-functioning women don't understand that even though you trust God and you believe in Him completely and you're spiritually grounded, that doesn't mean that your nervous system or your body does not need repair, that it doesn't need restoration. Just like if you have an exam, you trust God that you're going to do well, but you need to study. You still need to take action. The same way, you need to do something about your nervous system to help you achieve those goals, to help you relax, to help you reduce that stress that causes chronic inflammation, that causes you not to be able to sleep at night, that causes you to worry. Your body, your nervous system needs repair. It needs to be restored. But how do you do that? Your faith lives in your spirit. But your nervous system lives in your body. So what you need to do, you need to train your body. You need to teach it how to be calm. You need to stop that constant negative loop of thoughts that create those habits that cause stress. You need to break that repetition that leads to being overwhelmed. You need to recognize those actions, those tasks that contribute to you becoming stressed. You need to look at your schedule. Are you filling it up to be so busy that you don't have time to relax? Are you packing on so much on your plate? Are you disciplined at work even if every deadline? Are you working non-stop? Are you not taking lunch? Are you not taking a break? You need to look at all those habits that are causing that repetition, that causes stress. And that stress that causes inflammation that can be dangerous for your health. And that stress that causes you to toss and turn at night and not be able to sleep and to worry and to make your mind race. God is calling you to be still. He's calling you, He's inviting you to relax. So, what does that mean? How can I get my body to relax? One of the things you can do physically is to go work out, go to the gym, go to a Zumba class. If you don't have membership to a gym, go outside and go for a walk. If you can't go for a walk yet, turn on YouTube. YouTube has a lot of exercise videos that you can find one that you like with your music and get moving. There's a reason why they say when you move, your exercise induces happy hormones. Your endorphins are released and you begin to feel relaxed. As we age as women, when we strength train and lift with intention, it can also help our mental state of mind. So there are many ways to exercise, to get moving, to be mobile, to reduce that stress. And it also makes you sleep well. If you notice, if you work out, if you go for a walk and you come back home, you're able to sleep well. Now, one way of restoring your body, apart from feeding yourself spiritually through Christ, Christ also invites you to come and spend time with Him, to listen. When you listen to God, you praise and worship, it inspires you, it lifts you up to make you go do those things that you need to do. Now, when it comes to sleep, you need to start thinking about, I need to make a certain time every night to go to bed. I need to make a form, a pattern of going to bed every night. And what does that look like? It may mean 1 hour before my bedtime, I put my phone away. I don't watch TV. Or I read a book or listen to soft music. Whatever it takes to get me into that slow pace. It may mean, if I'm having a hard time relaxing, it may mean I practice some steps to make my body relax. It may look like this. I breathe in and out. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Be still, reciting some of your favorite Bible passages, and you think about relaxing your forehead. Think about relaxing your eyes. Then breathing through the nose. You fill your mouth, chin, breathing in and out, and become aware of your neck, relaxing. Then your shoulders, relaxing. Then you get the idea. So you practice that breathing, relaxing from your head all the way down to different parts of your body, all the way down to the foot, until you're completely still. So that's one way where you can relax before going to bed at night, and keep doing it. Your mind will be restored the more you do it. There's a reason why science calls it neuroplasticity. Repeated behaviors, we feed it with positive repeated behaviors to help us relax, right? And rest, during that rest is when our mind is renewed. God created that rest for that period. He created us with intention. We just have to perform those actions. Not only what we believe, but we actually physically have to make time to rest so that our mind can be renewed and restored, and we can refuel. A car cannot keep going on and on without gas. The same way you can, as a human being, keep going on and not burn out. Find what stillness looks like for you using those examples that I provided, and begin to practice it in your life. And the beautiful thing is, Scripture doesn't tell us to push harder. Endurance is great, but endurance can run us ragged. So we have to use wisdom and be aligned with what God has intended for us, which is a time to be still and to rest and to abide in His Word. God commands us to make time to rest. Spiritual goes in alignment with your physical state. You just have to train your body to be regulated, to learn, to know what restoration is. When we continue to practice stillness consistently, not once, but repeatedly, we teach our body what safety means again, what it means to be relaxed and what it is to have clarity. Faith isn't only mental agreement, it's embodied trust. Remember, if you've been faithful but tense, you are not failing. Your body just needs regulation. It needs restoration. It needs rest. Regulation is not weakness. It's wisdom. Wisdom to age. Wisdom for longevity. Wisdom from God. Remember, you can be spiritually sound and grounded, but your body, your nervous system still needs repair and constant renewal and restoration and rewiring. It's not a one-time thing. Both spiritual and mental and your body, your physiology, they're both integrated. They feed on each other. But for now, let us settle, let us learn to implement rest and stillness in our everyday life. Take your time in the morning or at lunch or at nighttime to invite stillness and relaxation and restoration in your life.